What's up, guys? So we are actually here at the house today. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be working on Megan's car, her 1953 Belair. It is a 4-door. You guys have seen it before from when I put seat belts on it. So, my buddy Blake Evans, he is with Sweet Patina. He has come out with a product. It's been out for a while now. I just never had a chance to use it. It is Patina Sauce, and so I am going to go by his instructions, and we're going to see how it turns out. This car has some really killer patina on it. I kind of hate to put anything on it, and that's why it's taken me a while to just kind of get the nerve up to do it. And the other day I was actually going to CLR this hood and the fender and all that stuff, because it's a little bit worse than the rest of the car, but it's kind of the character of it. I really hate to ruin it. It's just kind of, you know, it's darker than the rest of the car, but man, it's natural. So I really just kind of hate to change it. And I can always go back, you know, later on, CLR it and kind of make it match if I feel like that's what I want to do. But for now, you know, I didn't like the way that it was working. I did it on a few little inconspicuous spots so you can't see it. But we're gonna put some patina sauce on this thing. So he said the first thing that he said to do is, you know, not get it on chrome or windows or anything like that. And I'm not a painter, and for the ones that do construction, I can't cut in. I am just not a cut in person. So I'm gonna run some tape on all the chrome that I can, and you know, just kind of keep everything away from the windows, stuff like that. And that'll definitely make me go a lot faster. So let's knock that out, and we'll start working on this thing. So right here we have the package from Blake. I've had it for a while now. I've just not really had a chance to mess with it. So this packing, little label that comes with it. Ooh, check that out. Check out all the goodies. So I do know Blake pretty well. Met him on the power tour. Super awesome guy. You know, and I can't say enough about how awesome that he is. He's always been a super good friend to me, and you know, will always return the favor. This is another one of his products. It's called Happy Endings. It's kind of like a quick detailer. He sells these in a kit together, so you can buy them together. And he takes it all apart so that you can put it together when you get it. And this, and here we go. This is the patina sauce. You know, it's got all the good stuff. It preserves the patina, keeps it from getting any worse and actually turning into, you know, severe rust and all that stuff. So this is the best product on the market that I have heard of. There have been a whole lot of people use this product, and a whole lot of people really like it. So let's check out the car. You know, you can kind of see the texture of it. And you know, this car looks really rusty, but all reality, it is just surface rust. This car is extremely solid, might I add. Sweet Patina's roof rack, all of his roof rack mounts and all that stuff, second to none. Not only are they awesome, he is probably one of the very few people that you can even get those things from anymore. So just kind of walk around the car before I get started. You can see there's like no sheen to the car whatsoever. Whenever it rains, water just sticks to it. The pollen, I live in Georgia, so the pollen is just nasty around here. Can't even spray it off with a pressure washer. You actually have to wash the car. So hopefully this will help us out. It protects the actual car itself, the patina. It keeps it exactly, preserves it, I guess is what you would call it, and it actually sheds water. So we are going to go by his instructions, and I'll start taping this thing off, and we'll get to work. Alright, so that took a little longer than expected, but I've got all the stainless taped up for the most part. Everything that's not taped up, I'm just gonna have to be careful with. So we'll just see how this thing does. I'm gonna, just kind of go around it, and he says, to do about a panel, maybe two, that'd be like the fender and the door at the same time, and by the time you get done with the door, come back and wipe that off. It'd be about 20 minutes, and it's starting to cool off now. Sun's going down, so we are, I might even try to get a whole side done, and then I'll come back in the front. I think he said it needs to sit about 20 minutes, and so let's get to rocking and rolling with this thing. Alright, so we've got our patina sauce and our rag. What we need to do is we need to pour it on the rag, kind of rub it in like a wax. This is kind of a little bit runnier than wax, I believe. I have not even opened it yet, but you just got to get it good and rubbed in, and then let it sit. You just kind of run on down the car with it, and it even smells good. So let's get started with this stuff. Kind of show you here. So it is kind of like a oily substance here. Let's not waste any time. Let's just rock and roll on with it. And one of the things that he said is, you don't really want it dripping and running down. You kind of want to put it on similar to a wax. And as thick as you put it on is how it's going to be. Alright, so one thing that he did say to make sure of is to put it on nice and even. Just a good even coat. Doesn't have to be anything special, but you can kind of see it all the way along there. And until it gets to that door, I've only done the fender, and the difference in that fender and the door and even the hood is just incredible. So we'll keep on. I'm going to try to get this whole side right here done. That'll be about a 20-minute span. We'll come back and we'll wipe it off, and we'll see how it looks. Kind of see the sheen going all the way down. I'm going to try to get to that side of the deck lid right there, just kind of carefully, and then I'll start wiping it back off. Look at that difference. So it's been about, 15, 20 minutes. It's getting dark on this side. I'll have to show you with my flashlight here in a minute. But I'm going to start wiping this off with a good fresh towel. It's literally brand new. Get all the cotton or the stuff off of it. And we'll start wiping. so there's half of the car done. I've got half the deck lid right there. The whole roof, it looks way more glossy on camera than it is. If I had to give this a texture, I'd probably give it a satin, maybe a semi-gloss. My little cheapo lights don't help at all. And it is really dark on this side, so you definitely can't tell. I'm just kind of in my open carport, so you don't have to have anything, you know, special to do this with. One thing that he asked for was to be in the shade, and I am sure that is just so that it doesn't dry too fast. So we will, you can definitely, I mean, you can see the difference. I'll pull this thing out in the yard tomorrow and take some pictures. I took some before pictures, and I'll have some after pictures out there in the yard. So once I get it all done, it'll be good and dried up tomorrow. And I'll take some after pictures, and there will definitely be, I mean, it's night and day already. It's dark on camera, but it is night and day. So I will finish this side up and get it all, make sure it's all dry, untape it, and we'll be ready for after pictures tomorrow. Alright, so I had to go get my little light out, but you can definitely see a difference. I mean, like, this fender to that hood is huge, and that is the same exact texture, you know, surface rust as what's on the hood. And you hear how smooth that sounds? It's just totally different. So we'll man, the light now you can kind of see it, but I wish it was more daylight, because this would really pop. So, and it's actually bringing some color back. Now I got some light on it. It actually brought some color back in that fender a little bit. So we'll hit this hood and we are done. I've done everything else. Once I hit the hood, I will pull all the tape off of it, and we'll be able to see the after effect of it. So let's finish this hood up and rock and roll. All right, so one last douse. So here's a pretty good comparison. You can see the before over here on the hood. You can see the next step where you just kind of rub it on and, you know, kind of let it dry. And then you can see the finished product over here on the fender, all in the same light, same shade, and same texture. So, I mean, huge, and you can see I got a little bit on the fender there, but not a big deal. But I mean, that's the difference. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want it to be shiny. Well, it's only shiny until you wipe it off, and then it just gets a good satin finish on it. And that's what you want. And that actually is what sheds the water off. So that protects your patina. It prevents your car from rusting anymore. You know, and it's just protection at that point. So I'm going to hit the other side of this hood, and it'll be ready to wipe clean. All right, there's the finished product. A nice satin finish all the way through and through, from the roof all the way down. And it looks a little glossier than it actually is in person on the camera. You know, the lights and everything kind of make it look glossy. I'm gonna finish pulling this this tape off, and you know, it'll soak in real good overnight, which is totally fine. And tomorrow I will pull it out there in the yard and get some after pictures, and we'll do the real comparison. So be ready for a whole lot of pictures of this thing, because I'm super proud of how it turned out. My buddy Blake, he's got one heck of a product here. I would highly recommend this, and whenever you see this in the sunshine, you'll know exactly why. So that's basically how that I mean, you watched me apply it and what it was before, and we're about to see what it turns into after, and the proof is there. This is an awesome product, and if I ever have anything else that is patina like this again, it will be protected with this stuff. So I'm super pumped about how it turned out. Can't wait to see it in the sunshine. All right, so I'm finally back from work and pulled this thing back here, and check out how this thing took that patina sauce. I mean, seriously, this thing took it like a champ. It gave it more of a satin finish. I really wish that I would have had a walk around whenever I pulled it out here over the weekend. But I mean, it took it absolutely better than I could have ever imagined. Just a walk around of it, and it is, man, that finish. I mean, for real. That satin finish on it, and you can see, you know, the windshield is glossy, and even at nighttime, you know, in the videos and all that stuff, it still looked a little glossy. I guess it took a little better during the day. Brought back a lot of color, and I'm super proud of it. I've actually seen Blake do it before, where he dumps water on it and watches it roll off. Well, I got me a bottle of water here. Have you ever seen patina do that? I mean, really. You can't lie to me and say that you have. That is what I'm talking about. So all friendships aside, you know, Blake's my buddy. All that stuff aside, you can't beat proof. That right there is proof that this is an awesome product. And I think I only used like a little bit over a third of the bottle. So it's probably got 2 more cars in it, or I know it will take even less than that to do this car again if I decided to. So, I mean, the proof is right there. There is no better proof than that. Water beads up straight on patina, and can't find that anywhere else. Maybe a clear coat, maybe some kind of oil or something like that that's going to wear off in just a few days. So, you know, we're going to test this thing. I'm going to drive it around, see if I can get it dirty, and we'll wait on pollen to come back next spring. we'll wash it off, but the proof is in the product. I mean, that right there, I'm not hiding a single thing. You can still see water beaded up on the fender. So, I mean, you can't not hiding a single thing. All friendships aside, this is a very awesome product. And for patina, I wouldn't recommend anything but this. So go get yours now. And Blake, thank you. Thank you for an awesome product. Thank you for, you know, just everything you do. We appreciate it, and the hot rod community appreciates it. So if y'all ever need anything or have any questions about this stuff, I will put my hand down and say it's worth it. So hope y'all have a blessed day. Appreciate it.